Are you searching for the key to happiness? Imagine this: you wake up in the morning with a smile on your face, feeling content and at peace. Life's challenges don't seem so daunting because you have an inner strength guiding you through. But how do you achieve the state of perpetual happiness? That's what we're here to explore. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, your guide to uncovering the secrets of everlasting joy. Have you ever wondered why some people radiate happiness while others struggle to find it? Think about a moment when a simple act of kindness made your day brighter. Maybe it was a warm smile from a stranger or a helping hand when you needed it most. These moments remind us that happiness is not just a destination, it's a journey we embark on every day. At Wisdom Woven, we believe that happiness is not something we seek outside ourselves but a treasure we discover within. We invite you to join us on a journey through the teachings of Buddhism, a timeless wisdom that offers profound insights into the nature of happiness and fulfillment. In this first part of our series, we'll lay the foundation for understanding happiness in the context of Buddhism. We'll explore how ancient wisdom can illuminate the path to lasting joy in our modern lives. So, sit back, relax, and open your heart to the possibility of a happier, more fulfilling existence. But first, let's take a moment to connect. If you find value in what we share, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to our channel. Your support keeps the wisdom flowing and helps us spread joy to others. Together, let's embark on this journey towards a happier, more enlightened way of living. Welcome to Wisdom Woven, where happiness is not just a destination but a way of life. Lesson 1: Understanding happiness in Buddhism. Happiness is a universal pursuit sought after by people across cultures and ages. But what does happiness truly mean? In Buddhism, happiness isn't just about fleeting pleasures or momentary satisfaction. It's about a deeper, more profound sense of contentment and peace that comes from within. At the heart of Buddhist teachings lies the concept of dukkha, often translated as suffering or dissatisfaction. It acknowledges the inherent challenges of human existence, including pain, loss, and the fleeting nature of pleasure. However, Buddhism also offers a path to transcend this suffering and find lasting happiness. Central to Buddhist philosophy is the idea that happiness isn't dependent on external circumstances. Instead, it arises from cultivating a state of mind that is free from craving, aversion, and ignorance. This state of mind is known as nirvana, characterized by profound peace, clarity, and wisdom. Buddhism teaches that happiness can be cultivated through the practice of mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment without judgment or attachment to thoughts or emotions. By cultivating awareness of our inner experiences, we can free ourselves from the grip of negative emotions and find greater happiness. Another key concept in Buddhism is the importance of compassion and loving-kindness. By extending kindness and compassion towards ourselves and others, we create the conditions for happiness to flourish. This practice not only brings joy to others but also nurtures our own sense of well-being. Buddhism also emphasizes the importance of letting go of attachments and expectations. By recognizing the impermanent nature of all things, we can release our grip on desires and find greater freedom and happiness. This doesn't mean giving up on goals or aspirations, but rather letting go of the rigid expectations that often lead to disappointment and suffering. Central to the Buddhist path is the practice of meditation. Through meditation, we can quiet the mind, cultivate inner peace, and develop insight into the nature of reality. Meditation helps us break free from the cycle of craving and aversion, allowing us to experience a deeper sense of happiness and fulfillment. In Buddhism, happiness is not seen as a destination to be reached, but rather as a journey to be embraced. It's about cultivating qualities such as gratitude, generosity, and humility that lead to a more meaningful and fulfilling life. By following the teachings of Buddhism, we can uncover the true source of happiness that lies within each of us. So, the next time you find yourself searching for happiness, remember the wisdom of Buddhism. By cultivating mindfulness, compassion, and inner peace, you can uncover a happiness that is lasting, profound, and available to you in every moment of life. Lesson 2. The role of mindfulness in cultivating happiness. In the beautiful journey toward happiness, mindfulness acts as our trusty guide, illuminating the path with clarity and presence. Picture this: you're walking through a forest, and the sunlight filters through the leaves, dappling the ground with patches of light. Mindfulness is akin to that sunlight, gently lighting up our moments, allowing us to fully experience them. But what exactly is mindfulness? It's the art of being fully present in the here and now without judgment or distraction. It's about embracing each moment with open arms, acknowledging both the joys and challenges they bring. Think about the last time you savored a delicious meal. Perhaps it was a warm bowl of soup on a chilly evening, or a scoop of your favorite ice cream on a hot summer day. Mindfulness invites us to savor these experiences fully, engaging all our senses in the present moment. It's about relishing the flavors, textures, and aromas without getting lost in thoughts about the past or worries about the future. In the hustle and bustle of modern life, it's easy to get caught up in a whirlwind of thoughts and emotions. We find ourselves dwelling on past regrets or anxiously anticipating what lies ahead. But mindfulness gently nudges us back to the present moment, anchoring us in the here and now. It's like a steady hand guiding a ship through turbulent waters, helping us navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. Have you ever noticed how your mind tends to wander, flitting from one thought to another like a butterfly darting from flower to flower? Mindfulness teaches us to observe these thoughts without getting entangled in them. Instead of being swept away by the currents of our mind, we become observers, watching the ebb and flow of thoughts with curiosity and detachment. Imagine you're standing by the shore, watching the waves roll in and out. Each wave represents a thought or emotion passing through your mind. Some waves are gentle ripples, while others may crash against the shore with intensity. But no matter how tumultuous the waters may become, mindfulness reminds us that we are not the waves themselves. We are the vast ocean that holds them all. By cultivating mindfulness, we develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. We become more attuned to our thoughts, feelings, and sensations, allowing us to respond to life's challenges with wisdom and compassion. Instead of reacting impulsively, we pause, taking a moment to breathe and reflect before taking action. Picture a serene lake, its surface as smooth as glass. When the winds of change blow, the lake remains undisturbed, reflecting the beauty of the sky above. Similarly, mindfulness offers us a sense of inner calm and tranquility even amidst life's storms. It's not about suppressing or denying our emotions, but rather embracing them with kindness and acceptance. In the fast-paced digital age, we're bombarded with distractions at every turn. Our attention is constantly pulled in 1,000 different directions, leaving us feeling frazzled and overwhelmed. But mindfulness invites us to unplug from the noise and reconnect with the present moment. It's about tuning into the rhythm of our breath, the beat of our heart, and the sensations coursing through our body. Have you ever paused to watch a sunset, marveling at the kaleidoscope of colors painting the sky? In that moment, time seems to stand still as you're filled with a sense of awe and wonder. Mindfulness allows us to experience these moments of beauty and grace more fully, opening our hearts to the simple joys of life. As we cultivate mindfulness, we begin to see the world with fresh eyes, free from the distortions of past conditioning or future anxieties. Each moment becomes an opportunity for growth and transformation, a chance to awaken to the fullness of life. So let us embrace the practice of mindfulness with open hearts and open minds, knowing that it holds the key to true happiness and inner peace. Lesson 3. Letting go of attachments and expectations. In the journey to happiness, according to Buddhism, a pivotal lesson lies in letting go of attachments and expectations. Imagine life as a river. Attachments are like stones that weigh us down, hindering our flow. Similarly, expectations are like dams, blocking the natural course of the river. When we cling too tightly to people, possessions, or outcomes, we create suffering for ourselves. Buddhism teaches us to cultivate a mindset of non-attachment, understanding that everything in life is impermanent. This doesn't mean we shouldn't cherish relationships or enjoy material things, but rather we should hold them lightly, knowing that they may come and go. Letting go doesn't mean indifference or apathy, it means releasing our grip on control and surrendering to the flow of life. When we loosen our grasp on expectations, we open ourselves to the beauty of the present moment. We become more adaptable, resilient, and capable of finding joy regardless of external circumstances. Consider the example of a butterfly. It emerges from its cocoon, transformed and free because it doesn't resist the process of change. Similarly, when we release our attachments and expectations, we undergo a profound inner transformation, discovering a newfound sense of freedom and lightness. Practicing non-attachment doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that requires mindfulness and self-awareness. Start by observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment. Notice when attachment or expectation arises and gently guide your mind back to the present moment. One practical technique is mindfulness meditation. Set aside a few minutes each day to sit quietly and observe your breath. As thoughts arise, acknowledge them without getting caught up in their storyline, then gently return your focus to the breath. This simple practice trains the mind to let go of attachments and expectations, fostering a greater sense of inner peace and contentment. Another powerful tool is gratitude. When we appreciate the present moment and the blessings in our lives, we naturally become less attached to what we don't have. Take time each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for, whether it's a supportive friend, a beautiful sunset, or a warm cup of tea. Cultivating gratitude helps shift our focus from scarcity to abundance, diminishing the grip of attachment and expectation. Remember, letting go of attachments and expectations doesn't mean giving up on goals or aspirations. Instead, it means approaching them with an open heart and a flexible mindset. By releasing our attachment to specific outcomes, we free ourselves from disappointment and frustration, allowing space for new opportunities to unfold. In essence, letting go is an act of trust in the inherent goodness of life. It's about surrendering to the natural ebb and flow of existence, knowing that change is inevitable and embracing it with grace and resilience. As we cultivate the art of non-attachment, we discover a profound sense of liberation and joy that transcends circumstances. So, let go, dear friend, and allow the river of life to carry you to new heights of happiness and fulfillment. Lesson 4. Practicing compassion and loving kindness. Compassion and loving kindness lie at the heart of Buddhist teachings, offering profound insights into the nature of happiness. Imagine a world where every action is guided by compassion, where kindness flows effortlessly, and where everyone genuinely cares for one another. This is the vision that Buddhism inspires. In Buddhist philosophy, compassion is not merely a feeling but an action, a way of being in the world. It starts with extending kindness and understanding to ourselves. Often, we're our harshest critics, but through self-compassion, we learn to treat ourselves with the same warmth and care we offer to others. Loving kindness meditation, also known as metta meditation, is a powerful practice in Buddhism. It involves silently repeating phrases of goodwill towards oneself and others, gradually expanding the circle of compassion to include all beings. This practice helps cultivate empathy, reduce hostility, and foster a sense of interconnectedness. By cultivating compassion, we begin to see beyond our own needs and desires, recognizing the inherent worth and dignity of every living being. Through acts of kindness, whether big or small, we contribute to a more compassionate world, creating ripples of positivity that touch the lives of others. Compassion isn't limited to those we know or like. It extends to all beings, including those we perceive as enemies or strangers. This radical inclusivity challenges us to break down barriers of prejudice and cultivate empathy for all sentient beings, regardless of differences. In the Buddhist tradition, the Bodhisattva ideal embodies the highest expression of compassion, a commitment to alleviating the suffering of all beings and guiding them towards enlightenment. While achieving this may seem daunting, we can embody the spirit of the Bodhisattva in our daily lives through simple acts of kindness and generosity. When we cultivate compassion, we become more attuned to the suffering of others, motivating us to take action to alleviate it. Whether it's volunteering at a local shelter, lending a listening ear to a friend in need, or simply offering a smile to a stranger, every act of compassion contributes to a more compassionate world. Moreover, practicing compassion doesn't just benefit others, it's also essential for our own well-being. Numerous studies have shown that acts of kindness and altruism lead to increased happiness, improved mental health, and greater life satisfaction. Compassion is a skill that can be cultivated through practice and repetition. Just as we strengthen our muscles through exercise, we can strengthen our capacity for compassion through intentional acts of kindness, empathy, and understanding. In a world often filled with division and conflict, compassion serves as a guiding light, illuminating the path towards reconciliation and healing. It reminds us of our shared humanity and the interconnectedness of all life. As the Dalai Lama beautifully said, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. In essence, compassion is the key to unlocking the door to lasting happiness and fulfillment. In conclusion, practicing compassion and loving kindness is not only a central tenet of Buddhism but also a universal principle that can enrich our lives and transform the world. By embodying the spirit of compassion in our thoughts, words, and actions, we contribute to a more compassionate and harmonious world for all beings. Lesson 5: The importance of gratitude in Buddhist philosophy. Gratitude, a simple yet profound concept, holds a special place in Buddhist teachings. It's like a magic key that unlocks the door to happiness and contentment. Imagine waking up each day with a heart full of gratitude, seeing the world through the lens of appreciation. In Buddhism, this practice isn't just about saying thank you for the good things in life, it's about recognizing the interconnectedness of all beings and events. When we cultivate gratitude, we shift our focus from what we lack to what we have. Instead of dwelling on what's missing, we celebrate the abundance around us. It's like turning on a light in a dark room. Suddenly, everything becomes clearer and more beautiful. Gratitude isn't reserved for extraordinary moments, it's found in the ordinary, everyday experiences. From the warmth of the sun on our skin to the smile of a stranger, there's always something to be grateful for. In Buddhist philosophy, gratitude is seen as a transformative force. It has the power to dissolve feelings of envy, resentment, and dissatisfaction. When we appreciate the blessings in our lives, we naturally feel more content and fulfilled. It's like watering a plant. Gratitude nourishes our souls and helps us grow. Even during challenging times, there's always a silver lining to be found. By practicing gratitude, we learn to see difficulties as opportunities for growth and learning. One of the simplest ways to cultivate gratitude is through mindfulness. By paying attention to the present moment with openness and curiosity, we become aware of the countless blessings surrounding us. From the air we breathe to the food we eat, each moment is filled with gifts waiting to be acknowledged. In Buddhism, gratitude isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a way of life. It's about living with an open heart and an attitude of appreciation. Gratitude also fosters a sense of interconnectedness. When we acknowledge the kindness and generosity of others, we recognize our shared humanity. We realize that we're not alone in this journey, we're all interconnected like threads in a tapestry. Each act of gratitude strengthens the bonds that connect us, creating a ripple effect of kindness and compassion. In a world that often seems divided, gratitude reminds us of our common humanity. Moreover, gratitude has a profound effect on our mental and emotional well-being. Studies have shown that practicing gratitude can increase happiness, reduce stress, and improve overall health. When we focus on the positive aspects of our lives, we train our brains to see the good in every situation. It's like building a muscle. The more we practice gratitude, the stronger it becomes. In essence, gratitude is the secret ingredient to a happier, more fulfilling life. In conclusion, gratitude is a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy. It's a powerful practice that can transform our lives from the inside out. By cultivating gratitude, we learn to appreciate the beauty and abundance that surrounds us. We become more present, more compassionate, and more joyful. So let's take a moment each day to count our blessings and express gratitude for the gift of life itself. Lesson 6. Overcoming suffering through acceptance. Have you ever noticed how resisting change or fighting against what's happening in our lives often leads to more suffering? Picture this: you're caught in a rainstorm without an umbrella. You can grumble and complain about getting wet, or you can accept the rain and make the best of it. This simple analogy reflects a fundamental principle in Buddhism, the concept of acceptance. Acceptance doesn't mean giving up or resigning to fate. Instead, it's about acknowledging reality as it is without judgment or resistance. In Buddhism, suffering arises from our attachment to things being a certain way. When we cling tightly to our desires, expectations, or opinions, we set ourselves up for disappointment and distress. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. You might feel frustrated, anxious, or angry. But what if instead of resisting the traffic jam, you accept it as part of the present moment? You can't control the traffic, but you can control how you respond to it. By letting go of your resistance and surrendering to the situation, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. Acceptance doesn't mean passivity or complacency. It's an active process of embracing reality with an open heart and mind. When faced with challenges or setbacks, rather than dwelling on what could have been, we can focus on how to move forward constructively. This shift in perspective empowers us to find solutions and grow stronger in the face of adversity. Think about a time when you experienced loss or disappointment. Perhaps you didn't get that job you wanted, or your relationship ended unexpectedly. Initially, you might have felt heartbroken or disillusioned. But as time passed, you began to accept this situation and see it as an opportunity for growth. By embracing the impermanence of life, you opened yourself to new possibilities and experiences. In Buddhism, acceptance is closely tied to the concept of impermanence. Everything in life is subject to change, whether we like it or not. By acknowledging the transient nature of existence, we can cultivate a sense of equanimity and peace. Instead of clinging to the past or worrying about the future, we can fully immerse ourselves in the present moment. Practicing acceptance doesn't mean ignoring or suppressing difficult emotions. It's about allowing ourselves to feel whatever arises without judgment. When we acknowledge our pain, fear, or sadness with compassion and kindness, we create space for healing and transformation. By embracing our vulnerability, we can cultivate resilience and inner strength. Consider the metaphor of a flowing river. The water moves effortlessly around obstacles, adapting to the changing landscape. Similarly, when we practice acceptance, we flow with the currents of life rather than resisting against them. This doesn't mean we become passive bystanders, but rather active participants in our own journey. Acceptance doesn't guarantee a life free from suffering, but it does offer a pathway to peace and liberation. When we let go of our attachments and embrace reality as it is, we open ourselves to the infinite possibilities of the present moment. By surrendering to what is, we discover a profound sense of freedom and joy that transcends the ups and downs of life. So the next time you find yourself struggling against the tide of life, remember the power of acceptance. Embrace each moment with an open heart and mind, knowing that true happiness lies not in controlling the external world, but in embracing the journey with courage and grace. Lesson 7. Finding inner peace through meditation. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the chaos of life? In the midst of our busy schedules and constant demands, it's easy to lose sight of inner peace. But fear not, because within the teachings of Buddhism lies a powerful tool for finding tranquility: meditation. Meditation is not about escaping reality, but rather about finding stillness within it. It's a practice that allows us to quiet the chatter of our minds and connect with our inner selves. By sitting in silence and observing our thoughts without judgment, we can cultivate a sense of calm and clarity that transcends the chaos of our external world. Imagine a serene lake, undisturbed by the ripples of passing boats. In meditation, we strive to be like that lake, allowing our minds to settle until they become as clear and calm as its surface. Through consistent practice, we can train our minds to remain steady even in the face of life's storms. One of the simplest forms of meditation is mindfulness meditation. In this practice, we focus our attention on the present moment, tuning into our breath or the sensations in our bodies. By anchoring ourselves in the here and now, we can break free from the grip of anxious thoughts about the future or regrets about the past. As we continue to meditate, we may notice that our perception of time begins to shift. Minutes stretch into hours, and yet it feels as though only moments have passed. This sense of timelessness is a testament to the profound peace that meditation can bring. But meditation isn't just about finding peace in the present moment, it's also about cultivating qualities like patience, resilience, and compassion. As we sit with our own discomfort and learn to befriend our inner demons, we develop greater empathy for the struggles of others. Picture a candle flame flickering in the darkness. In meditation, we become like that flame, radiating warmth and light to all who come into our presence. Through our practice, we can become beacons of hope and healing in a world that sorely needs it. And the beauty of meditation is that it's accessible to everyone, regardless of age, background, or beliefs. Whether you're sitting cross-legged on a cushion or simply taking a few deep breaths at your desk, you can find moments of stillness and serenity throughout your day. So why not give it a try? Set aside just a few minutes each day to sit in silence and see what unfolds. You may be surprised by the profound peace and joy that await you on the other side of your busy mind. In the words of the Buddha, peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. Through the practice of meditation, we can uncover the peace that has always resided within us, waiting patiently to be discovered. Lesson 8: The concept of impermanence and its impact on happiness. In the vast tapestry of Buddhist teachings, one thread stands out prominently: impermanence. This fundamental principle reminds us that everything in life is constantly changing. From the flutter of a butterfly's wings to the rise and fall of empires, nothing remains static. Understanding impermanence is like realizing that life is a flowing river, never the same from one moment to the next. Imagine standing by the shore of a serene lake, watching ripples form and vanish. Each ripple is a moment in time, here for an instant before merging back into the vast expanse. Similarly, in life, every experience, every emotion, every sensation arises and passes away. This realization invites us to embrace the present moment fully, knowing that it too shall pass. Consider the seasons, each with its unique beauty and character. Spring blooms with fresh blossoms, summer blazes with warmth, autumn paints the world in hues of gold, and winter cloaks everything in a blanket of snow. Impermanence whispers that change is the very essence of life, inviting us to savor each season without clinging to the past or fearing the future. Just as a sandcastle is washed away by the tide, so too are our joys and sorrows carried away by the currents of impermanence. When we grasp this truth, we can release our attachments and find liberation from suffering. Instead of clinging desperately to fleeting pleasures or resisting inevitable pains, we can flow with the rhythm of life, gracefully adapting to its ever-changing dance. Picture a butterfly emerging from its chrysalis, its wings unfolding in a delicate ballet of transformation. Impermanence reminds us that we too are constantly evolving, shedding old identities to embrace new possibilities. Our bodies age, our minds mature, and our spirits grow wiser with each passing moment. By embracing impermanence, we can greet change as a friend rather than a foe, welcoming each new chapter with open arms. Think of a candle flickering in the darkness, its flame dancing in the wind. Impermanence teaches us to cherish the light while it lasts, knowing that darkness will inevitably follow. Like the flame, our lives are precious and ephemeral. Each breath is a gift, each heartbeat a reminder of our finite time on this earth. By embracing impermanence, we can live more fully, love more deeply, and appreciate the beauty of each fleeting moment. In the grand symphony of existence, impermanence is the melody that weaves through every note. It is the rhythm that propels us forward, the heartbeat of the universe. By attuning ourselves to this eternal truth, we can find peace amidst the chaos, serenity amidst the storms. Impermanence teaches us to let go of what was, embrace what is, and welcome what will be with open hearts and minds. So, as you journey through life, remember the lesson of impermanence. Embrace the fleeting beauty of each moment, knowing that nothing lasts forever. Let go of attachments, release your fears, and dance with joy in the ever-changing flow of existence. For in the impermanence of life lies the secret to true happiness, the freedom to live fully, love deeply, and savor every precious moment. Lesson 9. Cultivating a positive mindset in everyday life. Have you ever noticed how a simple shift in mindset can brighten even the dullest of days? In Buddhism, cultivating a positive mindset is like tending to a garden. It requires patience, care, and attention. Think about it. When you wake up in the morning, what's the first thought that crosses your mind? Instead of dwelling on worries or stresses, imagine starting your day with a sense of gratitude for simply being alive. It's about embracing the present moment and finding joy in the little things, like the warmth of the sun on your face or the sound of birds chirping outside your window. Cultivating a positive mindset isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's about approaching life with optimism and resilience. One way to foster positivity is through the practice of affirmations, simple statements that reaffirm your worth and potential. Whether you say them out loud or silently to yourself, affirmations can help rewire your brain to focus on the good in life. For example, try starting each day by saying, "I am capable, I am worthy, and I am deserving of happiness." By repeating these affirmations regularly, you begin to internalize them, gradually shifting your perspective from one of self-doubt to one of self-assurance. Another powerful tool for cultivating positivity is through the practice of visualization. Take a moment to imagine yourself accomplishing your goals, surrounded by love and support, and basking in the joy of success. Visualization not only helps clarify your aspirations but also motivates you to take actionable steps toward realizing them. Additionally, surround yourself with uplifting influences, whether it's spending time with supportive friends or filling your space with inspiring quotes and artwork. Remember, happiness is contagious, so by surrounding yourself with positivity, you naturally attract more of it into your life. And when faced with challenges or setbacks, try reframing them as opportunities for growth and learning. Instead of dwelling on what went wrong, focus on what you can learn from the experience and how it can help you become stronger and more resilient. Lastly, don't underestimate the power of laughter and playfulness in fostering a positive mindset. Whether it's sharing a joke with a friend or engaging in a favorite hobby, laughter has a remarkable ability to uplift your spirits and bring lightness to your day. So, as you go about your day, remember that cultivating a positive mindset is not just a one-time task but an ongoing practice, one that can lead to greater happiness, resilience, and fulfillment in life. Lesson 10. Nurturing joy through generosity and altruism. Have you ever felt a warm glow inside when you helped someone in need? That feeling is the essence of generosity and altruism. Generosity goes beyond giving material things. It's about giving your time, attention, and kindness to others without expecting anything in return. In Buddhism, practicing generosity is considered one of the most effective ways to cultivate happiness and inner peace. When you give freely, you create a ripple effect of positivity that not only benefits the recipient but also nourishes your own spirit. Imagine the joy of seeing a smile on someone's face because of your small act of kindness. That joy is priceless. Whether it's offering a helping hand to a stranger or simply listening attentively to a friend in need, every act of generosity contributes to a more compassionate and interconnected world. Altruism, the selfless concern for the well-being of others, is another fundamental principle in Buddhism. When you shift your focus from self-centered desires to the welfare of others, you experience a profound sense of fulfillment and purpose. Engaging in altruistic acts not only brings happiness in the moment but also creates a deeper sense of connection and belonging in the long run. Think about the last time you made someone else's day brighter. How did it make you feel? That feeling of warmth and satisfaction is the fruit of altruism. Buddhist teachings emphasize that true happiness lies in transcending the ego and embracing a mindset of generosity and compassion. By practicing generosity and altruism, you break free from the cycle of self-absorption and open yourself up to boundless joy and fulfillment. It's important to remember that generosity doesn't have to be grandiose. Even the smallest gestures can have a significant impact on someone's life. Whether it's offering a listening ear, sharing a meal, or giving a heartfelt compliment, every act of kindness matters. Cultivating a generous heart requires mindfulness and intentionality. Start by being more aware of opportunities to help others in your daily life. Notice how your actions, no matter how small, can make a positive difference in someone else's life. As you cultivate a habit of generosity, you'll find that your own happiness and well-being are deeply intertwined with the happiness of those around you. The joy that comes from giving without expecting anything in return is a treasure that enriches both the giver and the receiver. So, the next time you have a chance to lend a hand or brighten someone's day, seize the opportunity and watch as the seeds of kindness blossom into a garden of happiness. Let's spread the light of generosity and altruism, illuminating the world with compassion and joy, one act of kindness at a time. Conclusion and reflections. Welcome back to Wisdom Woven. You've journeyed through the depths of Buddhist wisdom on happiness, and now it's time to reflect on what we've learned. Happiness, in the Buddhist sense, isn't just about fleeting moments of joy. It's a state of being that arises from understanding and inner peace. Imagine a life where your happiness isn't dependent on external factors but stems from within, from a deep sense of contentment. This journey begins with understanding the nature of suffering and impermanence as taught by the Buddha. By embracing impermanence, we learn to let go of attachments and expectations, freeing ourselves from the shackles of discontent. Mindfulness becomes our guiding light, allowing us to fully experience each moment without judgment or resistance. Through mindfulness, we cultivate compassion and loving kindness, not only for others but also for ourselves. Gratitude becomes a natural response as we appreciate the beauty and abundance in our lives, no matter how small. Meditation becomes our sanctuary, a place where we can find solace and clarity amidst life's chaos. Acceptance doesn't mean resignation, it's the key to peace as we learn to embrace life as it unfolds. Cultivating a positive mindset isn't about ignoring negativity but choosing to focus on the good, even in the face of adversity. Generosity and altruism are not only acts of kindness but pathways to true fulfillment and joy. As we reflect on these teachings, let's remember that happiness is not a destination but a journey we embark on each day. It's about finding beauty in the ordinary, joy in the mundane, and peace in the chaos. Let's commit to nurturing our own happiness and spreading positivity wherever we go. Remember, every small act of kindness has the power to ripple outward and create waves of change. So, as we conclude our exploration of happiness in Buddhism, let's take a moment to breathe, to be grateful, and to embrace the present moment. Thank you for joining us on this journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Wisdom Woven for more insightful content. Let's continue to weave wisdom into our lives and spread the light of happiness to all beings. Until next time, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, may you be free from suffering. Farewell, and may your journey be filled with joy and serenity.